everybody, welcome to another Mean Monday. You know what that means, it's Friday night and it's time to drink some wine. Now I'm really super excited about the wine I got tonight. I was in the mood for a blush, kind of a fruity, nice, not so tart, definitely not a red. And so I was looking for something new and different and that I could share with you guys tonight. And I ran across this interesting little offering here. Goes by the name of Sledgehammer. Now I think it's pretty clear that Sledgehammer is not your normal dinner wine. The labeling is red and black, as you can see, and so it seems it's got that aggressive feel to it. But I was most excited about when I brought it home and thought I would do a little research on it. Now I will admit, when I went to their website, they did make me validate my age, but they didn't make me enter my birth date. All I had to do was click one button. And I'm kind of getting the feel for what's going on here, because this seems to be more in line with making sure that they are compliant overseas, because this one specifically said, referencing international type laws. So if they're trying to comply with some international laws, I kind of get it. But at least I did not have to enter. All I have to do is click a button and I'm in the system. I just admitted or validated that I was of age to be drinking in the country I live in, and it went right in the system. So that was cool. The next thing is they used small words. Not dumb words, but they use words like, let's say one of their ad slogans is meat, period, good, period. Okay, that's a winner. The next thing is all their wine pairings. They only pair wine with meat. Specifically, things that come off a grill. Most excellent. It's obvious to me that somebody's finally decided they're going to market something to my niche, and I'm very, very happy about that. I just hope it tastes good, because if it tastes good, I'll be around for a while. So let's find out, shall we? Go ahead and open this up and let's see what we got here. Now this is a Zinfandel, so we've already discussed what Zinfandels are all about. So we won't have to get into the history, we can just get right into the drinking. I don't know if this has a cork or not, we'll find out shortly. So it's a corked wine. I don't think it's one of the most popular ones in the neighborhood because it was not in the chiller in my liquor store. So I've had it in the fridge for a little bit here, trying to cool it off just a tad. Let's find out what we got here. So excited for this. Caramel, which makes sense if it's going with meat, specifically grilled meat, that it's going to go well with some kind of caramelized or heat altered meat covering, and fruity. Oh, it's dark, which makes sense, because it's a Zinfandel, not a white Zinfandel. Well, hopefully this won't give me a headache. I tend to get headaches from red wine, which I should have known this was just by the fact it was a Zinfandel, not a white Zinfandel. Yeah, so the meats that it says go with this was specifically grilled T-bone, barbecued pork ribs, barbecued brisket, and grilled Italian sausage. Again, they're definitely marketing this to men. Oh, not thrilled at first blush. Pun intended. Give me a second. Huh. Damn it. What if they have any other? Love the company. Not so thrilled with the wine at the moment. Nope, hate it. God dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Sledgehammer. It just tastes bad to me. Oh well. I will look for other, shall we say, flavors of theirs and try some of them. I have got to give them a second chance, benefit of the doubt a little bit, just because I like the company so much. So, all right. Well, I'm not going to dwell on this because it's not good to me. So, all right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is what I refer to as the mysterious fourth generation of my family. Specifically, that would be my great-grandfather, Oscar Lafayette Brooks. Now, Oscar was born on April 4th in 1882 in Sampson, Alabama, and he was the 8th son of James Washington. So he was born 17 years after the end of the war, which would have put him, James W., about 38 when he was born. We don't know, or shall I say, I don't know anything about him. I don't even have a picture of him. Now, I know there was a picture of him hanging over my grandfather's television console. I believe my aunt has that. I'm going to try to get a copy of the picture if I can. I'll revisit this because I'm not going to give you a lot of information here. Now, I am going to go home for Christmas, and when I'm there, I'm going to grill my dad pretty hard about a few things just to try to fill in some blanks here, but we don't know much about Oscar Lafayette other than the fact that he died fairly young. He died on the 2nd of March, 1940, which would have put him at 58 years old. Now that is not a spring chicken, but if you look historically, my family's been fairly long-lived, living well into their 80s, and in generations past Oscar into their 70s, close to 80s. So for somebody to die at 58 in that lineage is unusual, unless there was an accident or whatever. And I don't want to say concerned, but what I'm curious about is because the fact that we've never talked about it is how he may have come to his end, and it may have been by his own hand. Let's not put that in stone just yet. I need to research a little more, but I just have this nagging feeling at the back of my head that there's something like that going on here, due to the fact that there's no conversation. There is nothing to be found about him on the internet. There's nothing been discussed in my family other than a few tidbits of stories that I really can't remember, so I need to grill my dad again. He married Jessie Lenore Batchelor. I don't have a date for the marriage, but they had 8 children. Now, Jessie died a year after I was born in 1966 in Pensacola. I really do want to find out more about this, but I just don't have the information right now. I'm trying to stay linear here, so that's why we're even talking about him. But this will be a short conversation because I just don't have that much more to go on. Now, he had 8 kids, one of which was my grandfather, Lovell Flavius Brooks. The Flavius came from, I believe, one of James Washington's brothers. May have even been I may have to double check that, but I believe it was one of JW's brothers, was Flavius. But my middle name, Lovell, is after my grandfather, as well as my son's is after my grandfather as well. He was an amazing person, and we'll spend some time talking about him next week. But in the meantime, Oscar, dude, I want to know more. All right? Well, I guess that's it. Bad wine, not a lot of information, makes for a boring Me Monday, but I guess if you want to know something me-wise, here's a little tidbit for you. I need a haircut. I think I'll get one tomorrow. Alright guys, we will wrap it up for the night. Roll Tide tomorrow at 3:30, Mississippi State, and go Jags. Good night.